Okay, today I want to talk to you about citing sources, which is essentially just letting people know where you got your information from. Just because you say something is true doesn't mean it is. And if they want to check it out, you want them to be able to see where you found it from. So Nora agreed to let me use her blog, and this is what we're going to look at. First thing we need to do is to find out, well, where is some information that needs to be cited? And in Nora's first paragraph, she says that they receive an average of 62 million people per day. Now, I'm going to assume Nora didn't make that up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look back at her notes to find out where she got that from. Doesn't look like it's in this one. Here it is. McDonald's daily customer traffic, 62 million, is more than the population of Great Britain. And since she has her source listed up here, I'm going to copy that URL because I'm assuming that's where the information came from. So I'm going to copy it. I'm going to bring it back over to Noor's blog post. Now there's a number of ways I could do this. And the first way I'm going to show you is to actually highlight the information itself, like this, and then create a link to the source. So I click on this little chain button up here that says Insert Link, click on it, paste in my URL, and click Apply. And voila, there's my link. So if people want to check out where I got that information from, they can just click on this link, and it will take them to the article, which is right here, called 18 Facts About McDonald's That Will Blow Your Mind. That's one way to do it, but there are other ways to do it, because really, unless you have information that's 5 or fewer words, or unless you can choose just a few words, that's really going to get kind of weird to have the whole thing highlighted. So let me show you another way to do it. Another way to do it is to actually tell where you got it from in the sentence. For example, in this second paragraph, she talks about how much salt we should have in a meal. She says Mickey D puts over half the amount of salt you have to have per day, which is 2,300 milligrams of salt maximum in a meal. Maybe somebody's saying, are you sure? Where'd you get that from? Again, let's go back to Noor's notes. In this page right here, she talks about where that came from. The United States Department of Agriculture says 2,300 milligrams. Okay. So again, I need to copy the URL, copy, go back to Noor's blog. And this time, instead of just highlighting the information, I'm going to add a little bit after what she said. 2,300 milligrams of salt maximum per year, according to the U.S. Department of Agriculture. And then I'm going to highlight that and create the link to that. It doesn't actually take it to the U.S. Department of Agriculture website. Instead, it takes people to the article that says that the U.S. Department of Agriculture says we should have 2,300 milligrams of salt. So, but still, this is the information. This is where I got it from. Click. There is one final way, though, and that's to just add parentheses after the sentence. Maybe you're like, it's too much information. Too long to put it in a sentence. I just want to tell people where it came from. You can do that too. For example, down here in the last paragraph, nowadays kids' favorite restaurant is McDonald's for the awesome toys they offer with the Happy Meal. Now, is that Nora's opinion or is it from a source? Let's look. We go back to her notes. First page up here says, because of the toys, McDonald's is most American kids' favorite restaurant. All right, that's where it came from. So again, I need to copy this URL, and then go to the article. The article's right here. It's called 11 Unsettling Facts You Should Know About McDonald's Happy Meals. So I'm going to keep that in my mind. Let me go back here. Nowadays, here's the information. And at the end of that sentence, instead of saying, according to the article, 11 Unsettling Facts, I'm just going to say, open parentheses, 11 unsettling. Maybe the first 2 words from the article, and then make the link of that. Link. Paste, apply. If you look back over this, you're trying to show people where you got your information. For right now, one way you can do it is by linking the actual information. Another way you can do it is by telling who you got it from according to so-and-so or according to this article, and then link that. The third way you can do it, though, is simply by putting a parentheses afterwards, putting the first 1 or 2 words, or maybe the author's last name in the parentheses and linking that to the article. You'll need to be doing this in all of your research blog posts and all of your research writing for every single piece of information, every sentence that you got from another source.